Hey folks, today we're going to be discussing the Z-23. A bit of an old, but it's an old favourite for mine. So aiming systems for the mods here. You definitely really don't want to go with anything else. Propulsion or steering, I like propulsion. I just prefer that. I think that's the better option. Concealment, bog standard for DDs usually. And this is where you have the real good choice. Z-23 is a really good hybrid, so you can run for torpedoes or main battery. So this is really how you spec it. You can spec the Z-23 to be a gunboat, or you can spec it to be a torpedo boat. It's got a lot of 150s, 150mm guns. They're very punchy, they hit hard, they've got a good alpha, but they've got a bit of a long reload, particularly if you run the torpedo mod instead of the reload mode. The torpedoes though, if you fill the spec of torpedoes, about 65 seconds reload, which is extremely good. Almost just a couple of seconds shy of a minute reload. These guns though hit hard and they're really good, particularly the AP as well. So you could really spec the Z-23 for a hybrid build. You could build it for guns, build it for torpedoes, or you could just leave it for a mix of everything. The torpedoes don't hit very hard, 14k, 70 knots is pretty quick. This is all with a torpedo build. And what's really good about the Z-23 is its sonar, 4.4 detectability of ships, which is a lot for a destroyer. Definitely really good. You can smoke up and you can spot things through that sonar. In comparison, the Lightning that has the sonar, if you look right here, 3.5. That's a big difference. Kilometer extra difference. Duration though, 96 seconds for the Z-23 sonar. And then you take a look at the Lightning, 180 seconds. So the Lightning lasts almost twice as long, but it doesn't have that duration. As for Commander, I'm using Blue Fiora for the additional speed. It's always helpful. And just a bog standard, really, torpedo build, subsurface venture. Look at me now. Z-23's got a lot of health to run Fragile Threat, Torpedo Safari, Destroy, Be Destroyed. I know I'm going through this quickly, but it's just a bog standard build. And then Unstoppable. And if you're feeling risky, give me speed. With Adigo, for me, to build torpedoes, you could run anything you want, really. Eric Bay. Again, if you don't have Blue Fiora, you could definitely run Maximilian Bond Spee. Same build, literally. Instead, same inspirations. You could use Fishy Commander, or you could use Ranzo Tanaka for more damage to torpedoes. That'd be a really good option. Or you could run for guns, like Eric B here. Observant Rage, Look at Me Now, Twist and Track, Smoke in the Water, Unstoppable with William Sims, and then Mordor for better reload, or maybe the French Commander for better HE damage. The options are there. This is a very good destroyer for running hybrid builds. You could spec it for anything, really. It's pretty much good at everything, It's a little bit like the Lightning, but not just there yet, because it's only got 2 spokes, and it does have the speed boost as well. So yeah, the guns are really, really good. I recommend using them as much as possible, but the torpedoes reload really quickly. And that's kind of the selling point of this ship. You could pretty much build it to do anything you wanted to do, which is really nice. Anyway, head into the match here, and we're on Northern Waters, which is my favourite map actually. And we've got a space there, the Halloween event camo on, because it's a full camo, and it's always nice. Yeah, so Z-23 can contest caps pretty comfortably with that sonar. You've only got 2 charges, and you've only got 2 smokes, and the smoke is not great. So you need to be careful about how you use it, and because you have sonar doesn't mean you're going to be able to dodge torpedoes. Again, you need to be bio to incoming torpedo threats. You need to be careful and cautious, Just generally, yeah, you need to be just careful. It doesn't, even though you've got sonar, you still need to be cautious of it. You don't want to waste your sonar. You really want to use it as sparingly as possible, because only two times, and again, it doesn't last very long. If you're fighting a Lightning and he has the sonar turned on, you have the sonar turned on, he can run it for twice as long, so pretty considerable. Anyway, torpedoes on the Z-23 with a torpedo build reload ridiculously quick, so definitely fire them whenever you see fit. Definitely gonna pre-torp this cap. Too many carrier plays today. So we're just gonna go pre-drop this, and we're gonna be relatively thin profile to the end to this cap, because we don't know. I'm expecting the other DD to do the same. So we're just gonna keep here. We're just gonna keep casual. Guns do take a while to turn on the Z-23. That is a bit of a weakness. So please do. If you don't have my control set, which is control set 3, do learn to lock your guns, or you could use an overview camera if you're using the default preset, which will also lock your guns. So yeah, pre-turning guns is quite useful, and you'll notice the difference the more you do it, really. So, almost capping this objective, doing quite not bad. No one's really interested in capping this, which is nice. And we got a Boise. We're just trying to find out what's going on. If we have AP loaded, we could probably set to Boise. These are 150mm guns. These are essentially cruiser guns, which are really quite good. It's essentially an Edinburgh. You know, 152s, 150, not much of a difference. You know, but I think the Edinburgh's got a better pen, but still. Anyway, torps reloaded very quickly, as you can see. 3 seconds to cap. A bit annoying. We're just going to torp either side here, because the DD's either, if there's a DD there, he's either that way, or he's either with or he's in between the two islands here. So we're just gonna try our luck again. You never know. And we are going to reverse. We're not going to become a torpedo threat, because if he's torpedoed me and he's over there, he's probably torpedoed ahead of me. And if he's over there, he probably would have me spotted. Alright, we see a Bismarck's contesting, which is kind of funny. I don't know if he was the main guy though for it. Gneisenhaus tends to be rushing him. I'd love to smoke up and shoot, but I don't want to reveal my position right now. Because I still have the element of surprise on this Bismarck. I could still potentially send some torpedoes his way and do some serious damage, so I'm not going to shoot. Smoking up and shooting would be viable though, but I've only got 2 smokes. I need to be careful about my consumable usage in the Z-23. So we're going to send a torp here. I know that the indicator says otherwise, that he's going to run past him, but he's going to slow down for the brawl. You know, you definitely want to look at the torpedo indicator, but not really focusing on it. It's more of just a guide, it's not actual rules. The ship will not go there. It's only if the ship sails in a straight line. So take the indicator with a grain of salt and just trying to trust your own instincts, I think. If you think he's going to slow down and turn left, then torp accordingly, you know. As you can see, we did really well with that torp salvo. 2 hits there. We could have got maybe another one, but the Gneisenhaus took that. That's fine. We torp 1 set in the Vanguard. The Vanguard's going to eat 2. That was pretty good. Was that 3? I can't actually see. It could be 2. I think he ate 2. Could be 3. Anyway, he took some damage there. He's flooding, which is nice. I think he's repaired it. Could be the Bismarck's flooding. The Bismarck might be flooding. Anyway, we spread out our torps and it worked really well. We really kind of need to stay in this cap. We've only got 2 seconds left to cap. As soon as that Bismarck goes down, we can cap. And then again, it was already reloaded. So really a prime example, this thing can really spit out these torpedoes. And sure, they don't do that much damage, but they're pretty good. They're 70 knots, that's not slow. 10.7 range of my builds, which is pretty darn long as well. And well, this looks good actually. Hold on a minute, we gotta see what's going on here. So we are spotted by the Vanguard, but I don't think it really matters this much. I think he might get a couple resets in here, but he's out of there, man. That's what I call predictive torping right there. I quite enjoyed that. Alright, a bit of a misplay here. We get a little bit too close to this Boise, and I did try to fire him, but it does help if you aim your guns first, you know. A bit of a misplay, obviously. Now we're going to switch to AP straight away. We've got some good fires on him as well. He is giving the broadside, so we're going to shoot. We're going to pop our hydro up here. That'll keep him spotted. Why he doesn't have his hydro running, I do not know. His blind shot was really bad, unfortunately for him. And as much as I'd love to stay there, I can't risk him turning on his hydro, so I got to disengage. Use that smoke screen as much as possible and just dance the line between them both. Yeah, he's got me spotted briefly, but it should go dark really quickly. Alright, I expect him to turn in and face me, so I pre-torp behind the indicator. And now that we're relatively safe, let's fire some more AP salves into him. And you can see, there we go, pen over pen. Now he'll probably switch to AG, there we go. And we're just going to go up his superstructure when he's angling away like that. He didn't get a hit? That's unfortunate. Gotta slow down, try and use the smoke screen. And there we go, yeah, as he's turned the opposite way, but he's been running away. But these torpedoes are going to hit home. And yeah, that's a dead Boise right there. again, it's about setting your torpedoes. Really need to just all about thinking where do you think it's going to be, not exactly where the indicator is. Don't trust it. It's not gospel, the indicator. You know. Anyway, we finally capped this objective A. We've kind of felt like we've been here most of the game, and we picked up a respectable amount of damage as well. So at this point, there's no DDs left. This is kind of a mop-up game, and we're just gonna torpedo targets at this point. There's no real need to do anything else. We've got all the caps bar one. We've got a 300 and something point lead, so this is a pretty slam dunk game here. But yeah, this has been a good example, I think, of the Z-23 in action in terms of torpedo reload. I don't think we would have had enough time to torp all these targets here so far, you know? Just purely because we wouldn't have the reload. Yeah. Again, I really wish I showed off my guns a bit more. I think I'll use it more at the end, but the Z-23 guns are nothing to laugh at. You could certainly run a full-on build for that. I had a couple games options here, but I decided to use this one. I thought this was a really good example of using your torpedoes and how quickly the reload is. Like, there we go, they've already landed, and 10 seconds in, after you've landed, you know, the torps are ready to go again. So at this point, we're just enjoying the damage, so we're just gonna spread our torps a little bit. We might get some floods, might get something good, you know. He's already taken a torp, and there's a chance. I don't remember he had a flood, so I'm just gonna, you know, just send what I can, you know. One torp is nice. Really, again, they don't do that much damage. If that was a Yudashi torps, probably would have killed both targets if they hit. But this is I'm more than happy to just, you know, just fire one set. So we'll fire some HE at Leon. Turns out we didn't need it. Absolutely ripped them apart. Bismarck's looking pretty as well, actually. We're just going to farm him with the guns a little bit. There's no reason not to shoot at this point. We get one torp, and that does cause a flood. That is very good. And yeah, we're just going to farm him. There's no real reason not to farm him. End of the game anyway. We've not really had much engagements with other DDs. In fact, any other DD, which is really quite nice. And we're just gonna farm the poor guy, this poor Bismarck. Notice that when aiming fires them in different parts of the ship as well. We're gonna fire some torpedoes. I don't think it's gonna last that long, but you know, why not? They're off reloads, and yeah. As I said, like, torpedo accuracy doesn't really, I don't think it's a stat that people should take too much faith in, because the amount of torps I fire blind, and the amount of torps I'm not even firing for the hit, I'm firing for the zoning. It's really not that great. And there we go, he does go down. So yeah, that's Z-23 for you. Some of the fastest torpedoes reload in the game. 15 torps we landed, 4 kills, high caliber, depth strike, 45 gun hits though, but not a bad game. 3000 base XP. That is really good game with the Z-23, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, catch you next time. Bye for now.